well. Today's video is going to be a tutorial because in my recent January favourites video, so many of you guys asked for a tutorial on the makeup look I was wearing, and it was celebrity inspired. I did see this picture of Kylie Jenner on Instagram and I was like, yes! I was like, the glitter needs to be on my eyelids. I just loved the bronzy golden glittery eye. I did add a bit of a Kylie Jenner lip to this look, so I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. This video is a collab with my friend Sona, and she has an amazing channel on YouTube. She does some of the best tutorials ever. Like, her makeup application is just incredible. She has done a Kim Kardashian inspired makeup look, so don't forget to go over and watch that video. The link will be in the information box below, and don't forget to subscribe to Sona as well and tell her that I say hi. But without further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Kylie always has like super flawless, poreless skin, so I'm using my Benefit Porefessional primer to start off with. And then I'm going to use my L'Oreal True Match foundation. Whenever I want a flawless looking foundation, I always use my Beauty Blender sponge, but I actually use it damp, and it just blends whatever foundation you're using like so beautifully into the skin. So I kind of bounce and tap that around my face, and then I'm going to move on to the eyes. I'm going to use my LORAC Pro 2 palette today. I'm using the shade Light Brown on a 217 brush. This brush is amazing because it's like super fluffy and it kind of makes sure that there are no harsh edges whenever you apply eyeshadow. So I'm sweeping that all along my lid. I'm making sure to stay below the crease but make sure everything is nice and blended. Kylie always has quite a strong highlight under her brow bone, so I'm using the matte shade called Buff on a different brush and then sweeping that all along underneath my brow. I always find that doing a brow bone highlight helps to define my eyes that little extra bit more. I'm then going to take a big fluffy brush from Sigma and sweep that all along my crease just to make sure that there are no harsh edges, because Kylie always has a really nice wash of colour on her lids. Then I'm going to take the shade Rose and apply that on the inner half of my eye. I love the glittery eye Kylie had, so I'm going to use this palette from Tilbury. It's the Dolce Vita palette and it has the most amazing glitter pigment in it. My favourite part is that there's no glitter fallout down your face, so I use my ring finger just to dab that onto the lids. I don't actually like using this pigment with a brush, but with my finger it just gives like a really even application and the colour is just so beautiful. Then I'm going to use an eyeliner and just sweep it really closely along my lash line, going from the inner corner of my eye all the way to the outer edge. In the picture I saw, Kylie didn't have a flick or anything. She just had a really smoked out lash line. So I'm going to take the shade Black on this definer brush and just run that all along where I applied the eyeliner, just to kind of smoke it and smudge it out a bit. And then I'm going to use this pointed brush by Zoeva. I just dabbed that in a bit of the cool grey shade, and then I ran that all along where I applied the eyeliner again. And this just really helps like smoke out that line and make it have much more of a gradient effect. Gonna curl my lashes and then come back to them later. I'm just going to apply some concealer. This is my Maybelline Instant Anti-Age Aligned Eye Eraser. That's always the longest name to say ever. Then I'm just going to apply that in a kind of triangle shape, going from the corner of my eye down to the side of my nose, and then blend that in with my Beauty Blender sponge. I know the Kardashians are a big fan of yellow concealer, so I'm using my L'Oreal True Match concealer. It's in this really brightening yellow shade, so I just kind of like swipe that kind of over where I applied my original concealer, and this shade just really helps like brighten up the entire face. And then blend that in with my Beauty Blender again. And now onto my eyelashes. I'm going to apply a little bit of mascara and then use my Tanya Burr Date Night Lashes. Kylie is a huge lash person. Why did I have to say that 3 times? But I've never ever see her like rarely without her fake eyelashes on. And then once the glue has dried, I'm just going to use my Too Faced mascara again to mesh the lashes with my real lashes. On my brows, I'm just going to use my favourite L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper, just sweeping it through the brows. It adds a little bit of gel hold but also some colour as well. On my bottom lash line, I'm going to use this amazing Real Techniques brush and I'm going to dip it in the shade Mocha. Kylie in the picture had a really smoky bottom lash line, so I love that look, and this brush is perfect for achieving that. She always slathers on some bottom lash mascara as well, pulling a bit of a strange face, but that is what I'm doing here. I'm going to brighten up my eyes using this Tarte Inner Rim liner. It's kind of like a nude colour, so I just run that on my inner waterline and it counteracts any redness. I always see Kylie with like a really natural matte warm tone bronzer, so this one felt perfect. I'm just applying that on my cheekbones, around my temples, around my jawline. And then for blush, I fell in love love with this Dallas blush by Benefit. I thought it was the perfect colour. Just applying that just above where I applied the bronzer, but making sure to keep the centre of my cheekbones free from any colour. This highlighter is a really special product. It's actually the highlighter that Kim Kardashian's makeup artist Mario created just for her. It's one of my all-time favourite highlighters. It's a really golden bronzy colour, and I just sweep that on the tops of my cheekbones. And then to mattify my T-zone, I'm using my Bourjois Healthy Balance powder on a fan brush just down the centre, mainly around my nose because that's where I get the most shiny. I'm going to do 2 lip looks for this video. The first one is the one you guys saw on Instagram and all requested, and it's more of a nudie colour. For that I used my Rimmel lip liner in East End Snob, and then went over the top with my By Terry Hyaluronic Sheer Rouge. It's just the perfect lipstick for a mix of peachy pink. And then to further enhance my lips, I dab my finger in a little bit of the highlighter and dab it on the centre of my lips to make them look fuller. And then for lip look number 2, it's much more of a Kylie look, so I just nude out my lips with my Beauty Blender sponge and whatever's left on there, and then I go in to apply MAC Soar Lip Pencil. This is apparently the exact shade that Kylie uses. To make my lips look really, really full, I line the outline of my lips with the pencil called Soar, leave the centre of my lips bare, and then use a lighter shade in the centre. So I'm using my Rimmel East End Snob lip liner again, just in the centre, and you can see that gives the lips a much more defined effect. Kylie's lips are always super matte, so I'm using this Revlon matte balm over the top and doing the same thing like I did before, dabbing my finger in some highlight and then dabbing that on the centre of the lips. Concludes the tutorial. I know Soar Lip Pencil from MAC is just so impossible to get a hold of, but if you can stalk your local MAC counter like I did and get your hands on one, it is definitely worth it. It's one of my favorite lip products. Don't forget to check out Sona's Kim Kardashian tutorial as well, which I will link in the information box below for you guys, and don't forget to subscribe to her as well. I will also leave a link to my weekly vlog playlist in case you want to see what I get up to throughout the week. But apart from that, I hope you guys are having a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye! If you guys follow me on Snapchat or Instagram, you will definitely recognize this dress. I wore the red one pretty much for like half my Christmas parties, and I wore it on New Year's Eve as well. And then I got an email from Nasty Gal. I sign up to their like email things, and I got an email being like, the dress all over my leg. I've got the roller in, and I'm in a car around London. Sorry, I'm just talking to my camera, just ignore me. Yeah, just driving around London in my roller because YOLO! Anyway, just went to Jo Malone. That was really fun.